Welcome to Rowdy Rants. My name's Rowdy. Going to be talking tonight about mail-in voting. Subject that's kind of pertinent to me right now. You see, USPS ordered a piece of steel, 5 pounds, 1.5 inches in diameter, 8 inches long, polished steel. You can kind of tell here. I got an envelope with a very crumpled receipt for what I purchased in the mailbox. No note, no nothing with it. Just dropped off. Obviously, the chunk of steel was missing. Now, I've got to seriously question. Somebody didn't see or hear a loud clunk when 5 pounds of steel starts rolling around from wherever, and it was handled so roughly that the package was torn open. And, you know, oh, it's no problem, just send it on. Okay, and this isn't the first time I've had something turn up missing in the mail. This makes absolutely no sense. And we're going to go to mail-in voting? Really? This doesn't pass the common sense test. The post office can't even handle what they're doing right now. And we're supposed to hand them $25 billion, which, by the way, is not for mail-in voting. That would be $25 billion for staffing issues, where they're once again in the hole because they don't change. The union cuts for more money every time. They don't change staff. They are inefficient as can be. On time has become a joke for the U.S. Postal Service. And they want to hand the Postal Service the mail-in ballots for an election, a U.S.-wide election for president. That's crazy. It makes no sense at all. And I'll wind up dealing with that forever and probably will never get a resolution on it. And I'm not going to blame it on the person that sent it, because I've done this dozens of times before. And either I get it or I don't. And if I don't get it, I wind up going through the post office, making a claim, and I just order again. Because it's not worth it when you're dealing with the post office. Maybe they'll compensate you for it, maybe they won't. Usually they just don't know what happened, and that's the answer that you get. By the way, the request for the mail-in voting is $3.5 billion, which, once again, okay, they need $25 billion for staffing and capabilities. $3.5 billion specifically for mail-in voting. According to the Democrats, the post office hasn't cited this as what they need. This is the Democrats stating this. Okay? I don't think $3.5 billion is going to improve the mail handling. If you saw that envelope, I mean, really? He didn't notice this sticking it in my box? Come on. Now, one of my biggest issues with this is it's being determined on a state-by-state basis whether or not to do mail-in voting in gross. And if the state is making this decision, they have no business turning around and throwing it on the federal government to fund it. They're creating the fund requirement. Let them pay for it. If California wants to have mail-in voting, then they need to pay the post office to do it. If Michigan wants to have mail-in voting, they need to pay the post office to do it. Why does this fall on the federal government when the state is creating the need? It's a bunch of baloney. That's my view on mail-in voting. If they do it, it's going to be a nightmare. The election's going to be contested 6 ways to Sunday. There's no way we'll ever find out exactly who won. Not to mention the amount of fraud that's going to happen. If they can't get a 5-pound piece of steel to somebody, it's going to be amusing what they do with mail ballots. There's no responsibility in the post office. That's why we have a FedEx and a UPS. And God knows what else for couriers. Because people have learned if it's important, send it to FedEx. All right, that's my rant. My name's Rowdy. Think about it. Have a nice day.